Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Martina and this is Macrè bag. Today's tutorial is actually very simple and we are going to make this very easy bag together. The tutorial is specifically designed entirely for beginners. So now we'll start by talking about everything you need to make this bag, its features, but first I remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell if you want to receive all notifications. I also remind you that you can find me on other social channels, Instagram and TikTok under the name macrè.bag. So to make the Luisa bag, which is a very simple bag and also designed for beginners, we use 380 grams of Lycra ribbon yarn in pizza in this yellow color. The ribbon yarn that is being used here is actually very easy to work with and it is super stretchy as well. You will find it available in this color or in many other beautiful shades on our online shop, which is macrebag.it. So please, if you want to make it, buy at least 380 grams of ribbon yarn and use a number 10 crochet hook. As for the dimensions, you'll find them below in the tutorial description. As for the actual making of the bag, we initially worked this first panel of only single crochet stitches, very simple, and we'll show you carefully how to make them. Once the body of the bag was done, we sewed the bottom part and made this slightly thicker handle, also in single crochet. So now please pay attention to all the steps in the video because we'll show you carefully how to go about making it. I remind you anyway to follow me, to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see each other at the end of this tutorial. So let's start by making our very first slip knot, the first little knot, and then we'll continue with the chains. We need to make 37 chains in total, including that initial slip knot. Just so you know, the shorter tail of yarn we left should be approximately 50 to 60 centimeters long. This is because we'll need it for a later seam at the base of the bag. We'll go ahead and make a total of 37 chains, as I said, and then we'll continue with the first row of single crochets. Once all the chains are done, as you can see, we're going to make the very first row of single crochets instead. So you see I turn the chain over and I start working. I skip the first stitch, so I don't put the hook in here, but I put the hook into the next little knot. So I go into this little hole and with the hook I yarn over, you see, from back to front like this. Now I pull it through and I form these two little loops. I yarn over the hook again like this and I close them both, 1 and 2. Again I go into the following stitch, you see, into this little hole in the chain. I yarn over and pull it through. I have these two loops, I yarn over again and pull them through. Again, let's show it faster. Go into the stitch, yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over again and close. And I continue working like this for all of the stitches along the chain that we just made, carefully going into each one until I reach the very last stitch, which is our slip knot. Keep going in this way and please make sure to count as you go. The single crochets that you are making right now should be a total of 36 in all, which is just 1 less than the number of initial chains you started with. So we'll move forward and then show you how to start working in the round. And now that we've finished the entire first row of single crochets, the result will look something like this. Now I have to join the two ends so that I can start working in the round. So I take these two parts. You see, I leave the yarn behind, it stays in back, and now I insert the hook from the front, catching the two little loops of the first stitch. I yarn over the hook and close it with a slip stitch. So there we go, we've joined the first part to the second. And you see there's a small hole left in the part underneath here, which we'll close later on when we do the stitching. Now I'll start making my single crochet stitches again. So I'll make, the chain stitch first. And I go into the next stitch. So I go in here, yarn over, form these 2 loops, yarn over again, and pull through. And I've made the very first single crochet, just like always. Let's move on. I go into the next chain. Let's make another one like this and pull through the 2 loops. Again, let's close the 2 loops like this. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and close. And I'll keep going like this for the entire very first round until I reach the end. Here we'll show you how to work it and how to continue with the following rounds. It's a very, very simple project. This bag is designed for beginners and all the steps are incredibly easy. We'll move ahead and show you how to work the last stitch of this round. We've reached the end, as you can see, the end of the first round. I've made the last single crochet, which is right here. And now I basically skip the center stitch where I made the slip stitch. And I take these 2 loops, which are basically made from the first chain stitch we did earlier. So I go in with the hook right here, yarn over again, and carefully make a single crochet. See 2 loops, yarn over again and close them. This way I'll continue working my single crochets and I'll start working in a spiral. Working in a spiral means we'll just keep making single crochets until we reach the desired height for our project, without needing to make chains or slip stitches in order to start a new round and increase the height. We can, with this closure we just made, simply continue working only single crochet stitches. So we'll keep going until we reach the desired height. We'll show you the total number of rounds we've completed and the height as well. That way you can continue and reach the dimensions shown in our tutorial. Let's show you this small part. We've now reached the end of the third round and you can see here it's very easy to recognize because we have this little tail and this little hole. So this is exactly the start of each round. And now, quite simply, as I told you before, I have my single crochet stitches from the previous round. So I go into the stitch, this one, yarn over again and pull through. See, I've made a simple single crochet and I'll have to do the same for all the following rounds without creating any chains or stopping to do any different work. This is called spiral work. So let's move on and we'll show you the finished piece. We've completed a few rounds of our panel. Now you see though, the yarn has run out, almost run out. We've left this tail a bit longer. We'll show you how to change the yarn and use the one from another spool. Now these spools are very small, they're just over 200 grams, so that's why they run out easily. Now let's go though and show you how to do it. I'm going to secure the new yarn and place it at the back of the current work like this and pull it. Now I'll continue making 3 more single crochet stitches with the old yarn. Doing it like this though. See, I go into the stitch, yarn over the hook, and I also bring the new yarn along to secure it. This is a little trick we already showed you in a reel on our Instagram channel. Now I yarn over with the old yarn and pull through. Again, I make another stitch in the next stitch. See, I bring the new yarn along and use the old yarn to make the loops like this, yarn over again and pull through one last time, go into the stitch. See, I bring the yarn over here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and pull through. Now, see, we've secured the new yarn and the old one the new one, and the old one is almost gone. And now, quite simply, we move on working the round. See, it's very secure. I pull it a little bit so it's not visible like this. And now I go on working my single crochet stitches using the new yarn. In this case, I'm hiding the old one, the shorter one, and we move on. See, like this, I make another single crochet. And the little thread has practically disappeared. I keep it behind so it's not visible, and to secure it well, like this, and I close it and we move on. Let's show it. You see that nothing is visible. You can't see a change of thread. You can use this method or even another simpler one, but I assure you this is very simple and above all invisible. We're moving on. We'll continue making the panels and show you how to proceed with the work. So we've finished making our entire panel, see? We've completed a total of 14 rounds of single crochet. We've reached this point, see? We worked all the way up to this spot here, which more or less corresponds to the starting point. And we've reached a total height of 18 centimeters, 17 to 18 centimeters. So take a look yourself to see if the result is roughly like this. Now I simply take the crochet hook, pull the thread a bit. Here's Roy in the back sleeping. And now we're going to work on the internal seam of the bag instead. So you see, I take my bag and turn it inside out. In this way, I fold it, ensuring carefully that, see, this initial thread corresponds to the corner. So like this, and now I pick up the thread we had left long at the beginning. We've threaded a yarn needle, and now we're going to do our stitching. So I carefully position it as best as I can, making sure everything is lined up just right. The panel, the two panels in this case, I enter the first stitch and the second stitch using not the tip, but the eye. I don't use the tip because otherwise it would snag the yarn and I wouldn't be able to pull it through well. So I pass the thread over in this way. I do the first stitch, I go in twice, and I move on. See, I take both stitches of the chains. See this one? And I enter the adjacent one, I pull the thread very well, then I pass over the thread and go into the next one. This sewing work is extremely simple anyway, so you'll all be able to do it. Then pull the thread well and we'll reach the other end. We'll show you then how to go about securing the yarn once the sewing is finished. Here's our seam, as you can see. This is very precise, and now, quite simply, we're going to secure the yarn. I'm going to secure it by going into, you see, these little side knots. In this way, always using the eye of the needle. To secure the yarn, I make roughly 5 or 6 little knots, and then I cut off the excess yarn. I'm cutting, you see, the excess yarn. And now you see we turn the bag inside out again. And the result of our seam, you see, will be this. It will have a bit of thickness. There we go. And now, quite simply, we pick up the yarn that we had left at the beginning, and we must now go and make our handle. So we put ourselves back in this position, exactly at the starting point, and we start working. So let's start making the handle. I work it on 3 single crochets, so 1, 2, and 3 in the central part where we have the corner. So now I take the crochet hook. You see, I turn without making any chains, without doing anything to try to make it as strong as possible. I go exactly into the stitch here and I make a single crochet. So 1 and 2. Again, I go into the next stitch, another one and yet another one. Again, I turn without making any chains, so it stays stronger, and I make another 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and the final one, let's see, 3. Again, I turn and I continue like this. So I turn every time without making chains to turn the work or raise the work. And so we go about bringing our handle to life. We continue by always making 3 single crochets per single row until we reach the desired height. So we'll now move forward and show you the result that we have achieved. There we have made, you see, our handle with the 3 single crochets, and we have made a total length of about 40 centimeters. Now I simply take the thread, pull it out slightly, about 20 to 30 centimeters, and cut it. With this thread, we'll need to add the needle here as well, and we'll go and fix it to the other end. As you can see, we've added the stitch marker to the 3 single crochets corresponding to the other corner. Now I'll simply do my stitching by going through one panel and into the handle. So you see, I go in here at the first stitch, pull it tight, remove the stitch marker, and go back into the last stitch of the handle, like so. I'll secure it by going around at least 2 or 3 times per stitch to fix it as best as possible. Pull it tight, making sure it's secure. Now I'll go into the one right next to it, just like this. I'm going into the stitch above on the handle, keeping everything lined up as I go. Pull it tight, making sure it's secure, and then go back in again. And in the same way into the other stitch as well. And here too, I'll do another 2 rounds. Then, if you want to secure it even better, you can also go back and do more stitching to be sure that the work is nice and firm. Once the stitching is finished, we'll pass the thread through to the inside. And we're going to make some small knots on the inside to make sure that this closes up well and is nice and secure. See, like we did before, I go into these knots along the inside, in this case, of the body of the bag. I'll do 5 or 6 of them to secure everything, and our bag is ready. And there you have it, the Luisa bag is ready. As I told you, the steps are so simple that even beginners or even those who have never held a crochet hook can make this bag model. I've tried to explain the steps in as much detail as possible, even though they're very, very simple, and I hope I haven't left anything to chance and that you're able to follow this tutorial perfectly. So the Luisa bag is now completely ready, just as we planned. I suggest, as I mentioned to you earlier at the very beginning of this video, that you consider buying the Lycra yarn, which you will easily find available on our online shop, macrè.it. With this yarn, you can make this beautiful little bag all by yourselves, following the steps I have shown. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.